Hi everyone, I'm Anita. My life has taken a very drastic and complete turn. I am not the person I once was. None of us are. I think we are different every day. But the changes I made in 2 years are completely drastic. So I know what I'm destined and called to do. And my heart is very, very happy. When you find what you love to do and you share it and you start getting a response because of it, that's a beautiful thing. That being said, first, I want to show you guys the books I just pulled from my bookcase, and I have read every single one of these books. And what's incredible to me is it's everything I've known as a child, what I grew up reading, what I read now. I somehow along the way, I got stunted for a good decade through alcoholism and prescription drugs. I was stunted. But before that, I led a pretty good, productive, loving, happy life. And thank goodness I blocked out a lot of things that were really negative and hurtful to my soul. Those were blocked out. That's another reason I became an alcoholic, is because I started remembering those things and got off my path. So, I got a liver diagnosis in 2017. I was craving a drink, which helped me get sober. Started eating a plant-based diet, lost 100 pounds. I've told you guys that. So in the 2 years since I've lost the weight and become sober, 3.5 years now, I've become highly intuitive, clairvoyant, claircognate, clairsentient. I speak with my angels and my guides. I'm protected always. I've always seen angels, and I've always heard spirit. But like I said, I got derailed, stunted. So once I started eating clean and becoming clear, the clarity started coming back. Kundalini awakening, Godspeed. Had no idea what this stuff was. So in 2017, when I started becoming clear, because I was eating clear and taking care of my body, I was able to read people. I was able to give intuitive readings. I didn't know what I was doing at first, that's what I was doing. Well, then I found out I was, but I just kept thinking, this is a coincidence. This is a coincidence. Boy, that's synchronistic. And then I started seeing a therapist. Well, I've been seeing a therapist a long time. A couple of them. Boy, have they seen my growth. So I started seeing a therapist because I started going through this kundalini spiritual awakening. Started becoming more and more clear, more and more intuitive. And I have been giving readings for about 2.5 years. 2.5 years. Then I started this YouTube channel in 2017. And all kinds of synchronicities are going on. And I'm finding feathers and I'm connecting with my spirit guides. And I start seeing a shaman. And that, when I started seeing Mary, it opened up Pandora's box of this intuitiveness. Spirits coming to me, asking me to help people that come into my life a couple of days late. All of this stuff. This is what's going on today. I pulled all of these books off my bookcase, and I've read all of these. It just goes to show what shapeshift. Is anyone familiar with Edgar Cayce, the sleeping prophet? From West Virginia, I believe. There's a huge thing there for him that his family keeps up. He was a sleeping prophet. He's been on 2020. He's been dead a very long time. He was able to place his hands on books and know, or lay them under his head and go to sleep. And when he woke up, he knew everything that was in the books. He did over 140,000 intuitive readings that were recorded. And back then, I believe he was 1939s or something. I don't know. So I looked at the published date of this book by Edgar Cayce. 1972, I was 12. The Sleeping Prophet. And he could go back to the Akaic records. Reincarnation and all that. I was reading that at 12. Unlock your spirit powers. Unlock your psychic powers. The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. A Guide to Spiritual Enlightenment. And Eckhart Tolle's A New Earth. Awakening to Your Life's Purpose. And my main man that rescued my life, Dr. Wayne Dyer. You should Google that butterfly story. YouTube the butterfly story, Dr. Wayne Dyer. Hilarious. Same exact thing happened to me twice with a butterfly and a dragonfly. Your erroneous zones. Step-by-step advice for escaping the trap of negative thinking and taking control of your life. The Art of Happiness by the Dalai Lama. That reminds me of something. No, I won't say it right now. The Alchemist. You are the alchemist of your life. The Teaching of Buddha. My Life for the Poor. Mother Teresa. All master teachers. Do you think if any of them, these people that I've mentioned, if they don't believe in Jesus Christ, that they're going to go to hell? I don't. I know. When you have a pure white heart from the divine God, whoever that your God is, your heart is pure from the divine white light of all that there is, baby, you're saved. And God will be waiting for you when you transition. That's what I believe about that. That being said, Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. That's all I'll say about that. We all have our own God, and we're all right. Then, Anatomy of Spirit. The 7 stages of the power of healing. The Seat of the Soul, Gary Zukav. A remarkable treatment of thought, evolution, and reincarnation. Now, I remember seeing him on Oprah. Published 1990. The Seat of the Soul. About reincarnation. Oh, since I did say something about my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Footprints in the Sand. The woman that wrote Footprints in the Sand was never acknowledged for it. Someone stole it. She carried that poem, Footprints in the Sand, in her handbag for 30 years. Someone stole it. Anytime, I don't know if it's changed now, but anytime you would see footprints in the sand, it would say anonymous. But it was by, well, I'm not sure of her name. Susan something. Hey, this is her footprints in the sand that she carried in her purse for 30 years. I love memoirs of nobody famous, and I've read so many. Oh my goodness. Angels Among Us. Into the Light. I don't even know if I showed that one before. And I love memoirs of nobody famous. And this little girl, Haven Kimmel, a girl named Zippy, she was from Indiana, Moreland, Indiana. I grew up in Indiana. And this is a really good read too. Memoirs of a Geisha. Ha! That's a really good book. Really good story about this too. The guy that wrote this book told this geisha, when she gave him all the information for his book, that he would never divulge who she was. And he did in the book. That was on Oprah. That geisha that he told he would never tell. And boy, did she suffer because of his lie. That's a true story. So, for you guys, you guy readers, but gals, I love this book too. A Walk in the Woods by Bill Bryson. He's a travel writer. He walked the Appalachian Trail with the only person he could get to go with him, a drunk friend. And the escapades that they go through, does anyone know what the Appalachian Trail is? It covers thousands and thousands and thousands of miles. Shirley MacLaine walked it and was attacked by wild dogs. So, those are a lot of books that influenced me. Winnie the Pooh and the Honey Tree. Come on. Winnie the Pooh and the Pebble Hunt. Pick up something good to read. Be who you are. I'm going to be sharing my gifts with you. And I'm going to continue to dance. And I'm going to continue to write, meditate, breathe, do my own particular brand of healing. All of us have our own particular brand. Even us light workers. We're all different. Some people read cards. I will continue to read my cards. I love my cards. Fogged in. Go slow. Take time. That's what I'm going to do. I love you guys. I hope you have a great weekend. Figure out what you love and get at it. That's what I'm going to do. You can email me at AnitaJSills@gmail.com. And we could talk. Some of you shy guys. Peace out. I'll see you when I see you. Never do know. I love you. I really, really do. I hope.